What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Marvel Mystic Mayhem video. Alright guys, day two of the alpha. Yo, listen, I'm gonna be real with you guys. This game is rocking it. I am having a blast, and I'm already level 22 on day 2, and there's a lot to talk about, and I want to show you guys some of the bonuses of playing the game at the moment. Remember, this is alpha or beta. It may change completely when this game comes out, but there's a lot of good this game has to offer, and I want to go over some of the actual features the game's offering in terms of some of the game modes, and I want to do a showcase on Spider-Man, one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time, plus one of the best support DPS characters in the game, and what he's all about. So, let me move my camera over to this side, and let's talk a little bit about what the game has to offer at the moment, okay? So first off, when you do log into the game gives you the access to all the characters up to the full 12 days. All right, so the first day you're actually going to get a 3-star character in Storm. The second day you're going to get Spider-Man. Third day Armor. Fourth day Dino and Luna. Fifth day you're going to get Strange. Sixth day you're going to get Juggernaut. 7 Iron Man. 8 Scarlet Witch. 9 Black Knight. 10 Moon Knight. 11 Man-Thing, and then 12 Mr. Negative. So you're gonna have access to a lot of the characters. There are a couple of them you get for free along the way in the game itself, but for the most part you should be able to summon on most of these 2-star characters. The 3-star characters, that's all RNG, right? So let's talk a little bit about some of these characters, specifically Spider-Man, but before we do that, I do want to get into some of the game modes and what's available in the game for you to play as a player. So first off, the main screen over here gives you a lot of options. The shop is, of course, currently the basic shop. There's no pay to win shop at the moment because it's alpha. They're not charging anybody anything, okay? There's a fragment shop here as well too, where you can change things for fragments. So for example, getting yourself more keys, etc. So we can go ahead and get yourselves a couple of keys here for summoning. There is ×5 summons only. There's also an alliance shop, so when you get into alliance, which is a guild, you can trade some of your alliance coins for these products, okay? So the shop, pretty straightforward, easy stuff. Events that are going on in the game, this is exactly what's happening here. As I showed you guys the trial, there's a CBT event overview, Mystic Clash is happening, Dragon Armor, Time Reversal, Discord Binding, of course. You guys can get 150 Dream Stones or Dream Gems. And then, of course, following either Twitter or Facebook, you can get yourself another 150. So there's that as well. Dreamweaver is going to be where you summon. So I'm going to go ahead and do a summon with you guys right now. You guys can check the summoning video. Now this is on BlueStack, so sometimes the summoning video does, or the summoning animation freezes. You'll see it, you'll notice right there. But essentially it's these gems all line up here, and then you get, of course, the characters, or you can get yourself what are called highlights, essentially cards in the game like this, and they will summon for them, okay? I haven't seen the full animations yet on 3-star characters. There's Moon Knight, he's brand new, that's great. Those are all the characters we just got. You guys can see here there's dupes involved, right? You guys can see I own 2 of them. And of course, getting a new character lets you see that. And then there's a couple of highlights. All right, so that's how the summoning system works. There is a pity, so you guys are aware. I'm at 76 out of 80. So if we do one more summon here, which we will, we'll get ourselves the pity and we'll get another 3-star character. And it's going to be either a random highlight or it's going to be a random 3-star unit, okay? So that's how that works. It's not like you get the drop here. You'll get a random card that or a highlight that'll pop up. So I'll show you guys how this works. This will be my first time also seeing it, so this is going to be unique to me as well. Okay, so there you guys go. You guys can see none of those were 3-star characters or highlights. So if I return, if I click on this, now I get to confirm, it's going to be random. So there you guys go. I got myself Iron Man. That's amazing. So now we have Iron Man as well too, so I can actually test him out. So we got ourselves a character in Iron Man. There's our next 3-star unit. That's fantastic. I'm very happy to see that. And that's how the summoning works. Okay, now there's 2 summonings. You'll see Legends assemble first, and then when you hit level 15, you're gonna unlock the highlights. Those will be next. Highlights also drop 3-star records. You guys can see Blessing of Vishanti, sorry, I got that one recently. No, actually, I got Ancient Frontier. The worthy ones fight as 1, and then there's the 2-star ones. The 2-star ones and 1-star ones can drop in the character one, but the 3-star ones are only unique to this place, okay? So it's the only way to summon for those here, just so you guys are aware of that. So be forewarned. All right, so there you guys go. That is essentially the summoning section. Missions, these are your dailies right here. And these are the main missions, essentially, that will give you guys summoning tokens as well as these evolve tokens. And then there's phase 3 and 4 as well, too, as you progress through the game. Now, these are actually very hard to go through because you can see here, second one is only reached level 30, and I'm only level 22 on day 2. So there is definitely a wait period for completing these. Heroes, of course, is to be able to see all of your heroes here. The create a team allows you to create a team, right? And you can name the team, adjust the team however you need to. There's a team info right here, which allows you to let your friends use a character of your choice, plus allows you to use support heroes. So watch this, like you see here, I'm going to take one of these characters out, for example, and I'll put Spider-Man in. So let's just say I want to put Spider-Man in here. Actually, can I replace this character? I think I can, right? Hold on, let's see. Spider-Man. Can't deploy any more heroes. Okay, so how do I replace one? That's the question, really. Oh, here we go. Look at this. I got some support stuff for it. Awesome. So if I want to take out... Oh, here we go. Click on this, and this should allow me to remove them. There it is, right there. This little button, and put Spider-Man here, and Juggernaut's already in there, so we're good with that. There you guys go. So that's my setup, okay? And that allows you to share your characters with other people, and then also right here, you can change your profile pictures. So for example, if I want to be Spider-Man, change a frame once you get it. I'm a beta player, so I'll put that on there. And then also you guys can share your friends' tokens with other players so they can see and use your characters as well too. Okay, so there you guys go, beta player there. All right, next up we have level rewards. As you level up through the game and you get additional levels for your player level, you're gonna get certain rewards. So for example, gold or dream gems, or sometimes you get yourself these Asgard shields, as well as these unstable molecules, etc. Right? So different things being given to you for leveling up and getting through content. As you also level up and you get level rewards, you're gonna have to fight some specific bosses at certain points. So for example, I think at level 21 I actually had to do Trial of Vishanti here and fight Doctor Strange, which is actually a really fun fight. So I wish I can do that one again, but I'll show you guys in the future how that works. Some of you guys are probably gonna need guides for it, to be honest. All right, then there's your friends list. You can add friends here, speak to your friends here, and you can use the bonus here is using your friends as support whenever you're stuck on a stage, especially if they have units that you may want. You can use up to 10 a day. Okay, keep that in mind. The alliance, of course, is going to be your guild. Okay, this is your guild. You have missions together that you guys can do, certain rewards that come along the way, etc. Okay, so this is going to be the alliance tab right there. There's the inventory in regards to what's sitting in your inventory. You guys can check that out yourselves and see what you're holding. There's the explorer. This is your usual dispatch stuff. You send units to explore. You can do 2 a day at the moment, and that's the max. The achievements, of course, is all the achievements you get. As you get achievements, you get dream gems and other items, including profile pictures and frames along the way. And then lastly, we have the gallery here, which allows you to see your bonds, right? Which gives you guys bonuses for having certain characters, and then also allows you to get your characters levels up. And as you do that and you use the characters more often, you get yourselves these experience points, which lets you get dream gems, certain stats on your characters, plus profile pictures if you use them often enough. Okay, so it is somewhat important to use your characters and learn about them a little bit. And then there's a guidebook for the game itself, how the game works, and then lastly, feedback for the devs. All right. Now that we've done that, I'm going to go to produce real quick. Produce is essentially your crafting system, your scrapping system, and your converting system. You guys can use alchemy to craft, and you can also craft gems or cosmic stones in order to level up your character's skills. Unlock this at level, I don't know, I think 15 to 20 or something. It's somewhere around that point. It's not available right away. Okay. That takes care of the menu screen. Now let's talk about the actual game modes. Now this is important. The only one I don't have unlocked at the moment is Fabled Finds, and I just unlocked Game of Khonshu. I have not had a chance to play this mode, but I'll at least show you guys what's available to you and what you can do. Okay, so first off, story mode. Story mode does not take any stamina. You can play as much story mode as you want. As you 3-star the story modes, you will also unlock rewards along the way by getting certain stars. And keep in mind that the story modes are actually locked by level. Okay, so that's going to see you're going to eventually hit a point where a story mode is going to be completely locked up because you don't have the proper level. And when that happens, you do other grinding, or you can do something called branch. And branch right over here is a secondary story. You can see here level 25 to unlock. That is a backup storyline that's happening as another universe almost. Okay, really cool concept. Every story is voice acted, plays like a comic, is extremely well put together, and I highly recommend you check those comic books out because they're worth it. It's really well done. Okay, now Memento is another mode here. Memento allows you guys to play certain game modes. While trying to complete them, you'll get yourself rewards along the way. Plus, as you get those rewards, there's going to be little strategic things like fighting minions and how to beat them, using strategy in your environment, etc. It teaches you more about the game, and as it teaches you about the game, it also lets you unlock additional rewards, just like story mode. And this is a fun thing to do when you're out of stamina and your story mode is locked up. Do Memento, it's worth it, okay? Now, next up here is going to be Nightfall. Now, this is your boss rush mode where you fight a specific boss, and then as you fight this boss, you'll get a score, and then you have a ranking. Like, here's my total score, for example, right? And what your total score will give you is up to here. Now, this is obviously really high. This is my first attempt. I'm going to keep going at this and trying it, but you get 5 attempts a day to increase that score, and there's different levels: easy, hard, elite, hell, and nightmare. So really cool mode. And right now, Eye of Nightmare is the only boss that you get to fight. at least that I've seen, and this is what the boss actually does. So really, really cool concept and really cool game mode. Battle Bonanza, this is going to be your grinding specifically for EXP and gold. Different bosses let you do different things. We'll go back to this shortly, and I'll show you how Spider-Man functions here and how Spider-Man works. Treasure Hunt, this is a place where you can hunt for enhancement material as well as advancement material, so to get your level up. And you guys can see what units they recommend you to use down at the bottom over here, and what units you should be using in order to complete these is very important. And they'll put a little thumbs up near them so you know who's the best unit for what stage. So they do actually help you quite a bit. The rune rate here is going to be for rune stones in order to level up your character's skills. This is going to play a big role in the future. Early on, not as much, it's not open for you, but eventually when you do open it up, you can level up the skills of your heroes, making them stronger whenever they cast them. And then now lastly, the only one I have just recently opened up is called Game of Khonshu. Embark on a regatta over the Duet Sea and battle moonlight illusions. Khonshu may be fickle, but he will award the most amusing victories. You guys can see here, 15 stages gives you actually really good rewards. They give you dream gems as well as shadow keys to summon. So this is pretty incredible. Yeah, this is really cool. And it looks like as you open up the chest, more things get unlocked, and you get random artifacts from here. So this is my first time seeing this. We'll go look into that mode more once I find it. And then Fable Finds unlocks at 25, and I'm almost there. All right, there's all the game modes. Now, let me showcase Spider-Man a little bit so you guys can see how the web crawler functions and why he's one of my favorite characters in the game. So right now, for me personally, I am looking for gold. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and farm this gold stage here. And right now, the gold stage is level 22. Defeat 20, 30, 40 of these enemies. So we're going to jump into here. I'm going to use my AoE team, and I'm going to show you guys why Spider-Man is so damn good on this team. So this is the team setup here. We have Storm, we have Misty Knight, and we have Spider-Man. I'm going to try to go ahead and, you guys can see the thumbs up I was talking about, right there. I'm going to go ahead and get Storm up to 22 if I have enough to do it. We do, perfect, okay. Storm, and then let me go to Misty Knight, and I'll do the same for her. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Actually, I don't have enough to advance her, I don't think. I don't. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to show you guys how Spider-Man works, all right? So Spider-Man has a couple things to him that makes him unique, and he's a support / DPS. Number one, Spider-Man's abilities are as follows. He has an attack that he does with range with his webs. Pretty straightforward. It's physical damage, and he hits units with it, okay? He has a dash. Now, this is a buff and a movement ability. In this game, you can't move your units. You have to use these mobility moves to go around the map, okay? Now, whenever he does this, whenever he gets close to a unit that's adjacent to him, he actually reduces that unit's skill level by 1, meaning they can cast their skills faster and use less mana, okay? So very important to do this often. And then his debuff does a physical damage move on multiple units, also doing the web debuff for 8 seconds, which reduces their attack. So let's go over to show you guys how Spider-Man works. We're going to go ahead and fight these guys and get ourselves ready and get ourselves some gold. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start here, and you guys can see how this functions, okay? So you guys can see web attack, right? I'm gonna go ahead and lower it to 1. Here's his dash. Now, if I dash near Storm and near Misty Knight, watch their skills. Right now, it's 3 and 3. You're gonna see when I get close, now it's 2 and 2, right? So now, Storm can perform her attack 1 time for cheap. Spider-Man can do the same, right? Here's the AoE. You can see Spider-Man does this. Now you'll see web, right? See those webs right there? And then here is his ultimate. His ultimate is actually also an AoE. So you guys can see, jumps up in the air, goes up and kicks with various illusions of himself, super speed. Looks like illusions, but they're just super speed, right? And then you guys can see now Misty will also cast her AoE here and kill off as many units as she can, and it costs her a little bit less. So Spider-Man is the ultimate support when it comes down to actually helping your team get moves off quicker, including himself. Now look, this turned out to 1. So now I can do this with Storm, hit everybody with that AoE. And this, by the way, is one of the best teams to use for this specific battle. So I highly recommend, if you're trying to get gold, farm with this team. It's incredible. Okay, you can see how fast he's going up there. We're going to go ahead and use Misty's, do AoE here, and then we'll use Storm to kind of clean up shop here, okay? You know what, we can probably do this. And we'll do a showcase on Storm as well, too. I'll try to get a showcase out for every character and how they're good and why they're good, and where they excel at and where they kind of suck at. We'll try to do all that for you guys in separate videos. Okay, here's another Spider-Man ultimate. You guys can see here, he does fairly good damage, and that AoE is no laughing matter, right? And he helps you cast faster, which means you're going to be able to get your ultimates off faster and beat these units quicker, right? And especially with gold farming, it's super important to get 3-star because you get yourself some dream gems, and Spider-Man allows this to happen much quicker than you normally would if you didn't have him on the team. So here we go. We're going to do this. Kill these guys. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do Misty's move here. You guys can see we're almost at 30 now. Right? This is a higher level, so it's a little bit harder to get what you need on this one. I'm going to do the alt. We'll get the 30 for sure. We might not get the 40, and that's fine. There's a lot of times you're going to have to come back to these stages and do them. Okay, again, I'm going to do this with both of them. Make sure you highlight both. Okay, that's the important part. And you see Spider-Man's moves also got stronger for a couple seconds. We're going to hit as many of these guys as we can. We got a full-blown AoE here for everybody. And Spider-Man does a follow-up, which is really, really good. And then hopefully we can get one more skill off before time's over. If we can. Perfect. Let's hope I kill a few. Did we get 40? We got 40, guys. There it is. See that? Now, if it wasn't for all that reduction in MP and skill cost, that 40 would have been impossible. Spider-Man makes this absolutely doable, and he is the best when it comes down to these kind of stages. So there you guys have it. Spider-Man, one of the best supports in the game by far, and one of the best DPS / follow-up units. So he is pretty much the full package in my opinion. If you are looking to get a unit first, and you get him on day 2, hopefully you guys get a chance to summon him like I did. He's not my trial unit. He's actually my unit that I got. And if in case you were wondering what happens if you have him first and then you get him from the trial, well, you get some shadow keys. I believe they give you 3 or 4 of them or something, and so it allows you to summon even further. So before I go anywhere else, I'm going to do one more summon with you guys. Hopefully we get something good on stream, and hopefully this guys helped you understand what's on the menus and what game modes are available to you and how Spider-Man functions and why he's such a good unit. So let's go one more summon, one last summon here. Hopefully the animation works all the way this time so you guys can actually see it. It did not, unfortunately. I apologize. BlueStacks is kind of messing up here, but let's see what we get.
I suppose this arrangement could.
Another Mr. Negative. Okay. Okay. One more.
Get behind me.
Damn, another armor. It's a lot of armors, man. I'm getting a lot of her. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.